Look at this. Queen of Tarts is with us today because they're old-fashioned jam tarts and they look
very
delicious.
Old-fashioned. And they're really, Aidan, one of the simplest.
Are they easy to do?
Absolutely a cinch.
Okay.
We're going to make the basic pastry for the tarts now. And in here we're putting 225 grams, that's 8 ounces, of our Odlums cream plain flour.
Lovely.
An ounce of caster sugar. And, God, that's got very soft here in the heat, hasn't it?
It's roasting in here.
125
Remember, that's very
grams.
hot. Let's not touch that. It's just out of the oven, isn't it?
Exactly, it is, yeah.
Sure as gosh,
125 grams, 4 ounces of butter. Now, you simply have the butter at room temperature, maybe not quite as soft as this here is, Aidan. And now as the children are getting the holidays from schools, get the children involved in this, they love it. And it couldn't be easier.
My young fella loves making those Odlums scones, the brown ones.
Does he
you buy the mix?
Just add the milk. They're great, yeah. Now, to that, to bind them, we're adding an egg and about 4 tablespoonfuls of water, Aidan. But the amount of water you use really depends on how soft the marge is.
Okay.
So that's
and that is soft.
It's particularly soft today, yeah. Okay. So we'll just gradually add the egg and we'll combine the ingredients. Now that shouldn't take long at all. Just bring it together to form a dough. And as I say, depending on the temperature of the butter, gradually add your liquid, because as you see there, we didn't use all of it at all because that butter is quite soft. But if you've got it at room temperature, it will come together with the egg.
Room temperature? It's like a sauna in here.
It's very hot in here, yeah, it is indeed.
Oh my God.
Now you bring the dough together, Aidan, and you turn it out onto a floured board. That's what it looks like. Now you could make that in advance and cover it, put it in the fridge until you want to use it. But I have some already rolled out here, ready to go.
Oh, very good.
And
give us a go. Give us a go.
Give us a go at that, right?
That's that easy, is it?
Well done. Another one.
There we go.
And another one.
That's hot now, be careful.
Yeah. And another one. And one more.
I'm going to give it a...
Oh, mind your suit.
Oh, you're all right.
You have to give that a rub before we go back.
I'll give it back before I leave.
Will you? Now you just prick the pastry well with the fork, okay?
Oh, hang on. Trevor's got to wear this at 5:30.
Oh, that's it. Now, Aidan, some of them I've done already, as you see there. That's cooled already, actually. So now, when they've par cooked, you put them into a preheated oven of 400 Fahrenheit, 200 centigrade, gas mark 6 for about 10 minutes.
We par cook them and then they go back in.
And then they put in your spoonful of jam. Now you can use any combination of jam you like. I'm using a combination of raspberry and lemon curd and apricot here today. So we'll just put some raspberry jam in there. Here we have some lemon curd. We'll just tip a little bit of lemon curd in there. Now don't put too much in, Aidan, because you don't want them to boil over and
Mark says he
burn
likes
the
the
tin.
raspberry jam ones. He's not big on the lemon, he said.
Is he not? Most people prefer the lemon, believe it or not.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with it.
The lemon? What do you say now? That's not nice. That's not nice at all. No. Okay. Put them back in the oven then for about 10 minutes.
You not
right?
do anything with those two?
Sorry, they shouldn't even be done.
All right.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
they're the ones we're baking blind. They're only going into power bake. What am I like? Here we go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, now. And then...
Ta-da! Some we did earlier.
Here's some I just put in about 10 minutes ago. And we simply...
Oh, look at them.
Now the lemon curd... The apricot runs, the raspberry runs, the lemon curd, if it's the commercial lemon curd you buy, Aidan doesn't. So just gently spread that in the pastry case, okay? Now, we simply lift them out onto a wire tray and Bob's your uncle.
Oh, wow.
Now, as I say, you can make the cases in advance. You can make the pastry in advance, put it in the fridge. You can make the individual cases in advance. And... just to show you what I mean by that.
Now,
they're
what's
hot.
the story with these afterwards? Can we freeze them? Best not eat them as quickly as possible?
What you can do, Aidan, you can make the pastry. See the way I have some of the cases there now? They're ones that have cooked, baked and have gone cold. You can wrap them, keep them airtight for up to a week. Pop them into your tin then, shallow bun tins as I'm using here, and then drop in your jam if you wish.
Which is fair enough, so it's easy enough to do
A
afterwards.
dead cinch to do.
Because they're lovely with a cup of tea. Your kids love them as well.
They're gorgeous with a cup of tea, yeah. And there's some we finished off, just dust over lightly with some...
just a little bit of dust on it, yeah.
Some icing sugar. So now we're just going to use the rest of the jam on these here. So if anyone wants the recipe, Aidan, www.odlums or .ie or
Odlums.ie.
www.odlums.ie.
Most people prefer it this way, where they can write to you and get a copy of your poster of you.
Oh, the poster of me is right, yeah. To Catherine, Odlums, Ballymount, Dublin 12.
For God's sake, put in a closed your name and address and details.
A lot of people forget that, Aidan. We get them with no address and we can't send back the
You get a lovely letter
to
sometimes with no address on it and you
That's
can't
right,
go back.
yeah, can't go
and
back
then
to
they're at home sort of saying, those Odlums people never sent me that recipe.
I know, it happens all the time, doesn't it? So now,
So that's another way. Or if you've got one of these snazzy, I think everyone has them now, the picture-enabled phones.
I don't.
Do you not? We'll get you up to speed. We'll give somebody an O2 a ring. They're very good. They're great people.
Are they good?
Oh, they are, yeah. The recipe details we can put on screen there. Now, look, 57199. Text the word recipe to 57199. For €1, we'll send you back the recipe each and every week until you tell us to stop. It'll also be online from around about lunchtime today. You can watch the whole video again.
Brilliant stuff.
They'll make it a bit shorter, though.
Do they cut it out?
Come here. This has been a great series so far. We've really been enjoying the old-fashioned return back to basics.
Yeah.
Someone said to me,
popular.
Yeah, and someone said to me during the week, "What about an apple tart? Would you do an apple tart?"
We'll do an apple tart next week.
Okay, because we were discussing the various merits ahead of one of the football matches of cooking apples and why you shouldn't use ordinary apples, edible apples, in other words. And we didn't know, to be honest. So we said, I'll ask Catherine.
The cooking apples get soft and mushy. The eating apples don't. They get soft, but they hold their shape.
Okay, so I'll put them in a strudel, maybe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. See what you
so
learn
apple
with
tart
this
next week. Thank you very much.
It's brilliant. Okay. And you have to organise me sausage rolls before the end of the summer as well.
Okay, we'll organise them for you.
All right. Thanks, Catherine.